Hi, welcome again to my channel. I'm Temi, and in this video, just from the title, I will be sharing just how you can thrive as an international student in Canada. It's just been on my heart to share a little bit, and I'm just glad to have you here. So just what helped me thrive as an international student at the time was, particular order really was one community. And I think that the group of people that you move with when you first land in a new country on your own with some level and degree of freedom is important, because that kind of shapes the type of pathway you go through, especially if you're also an externally motivated person most of the time versus internally motivated. It's important that you have the right people around you. So the community was very helpful for me at the time. I moved with people who we had similar values at the time, maybe similar situations, international students, or just had the same idea of, okay, we have a goal here, we came here to finish school, we want to finish well, and we rode together for the course of university life. And how do you really find the right community? I think it comes from a lot of different things. First, church is a good place if you're Christian, and maybe anything that's particular to your religion if you have a different religion. So yeah, that helped. People in your class, talking to people from group assignments can bring you guys together. And if you go for the international students orientation at your school, you're likely to find more international students that you can relate with, who are like you as well, and you can become friends. That's how I made one of my longest friends so far. Shout out to you, Shay. So yeah, that all of those different pieces are how people can become close. In that community was also people who took it upon themselves to sort of be guardians at the time for me. So it's like it was kind of creating home away from home for me. So that's another way that you can find the right community. People are invested, genuinely invested in your growth for that level that you're at. Number two was a strong sense of my why and my purpose for coming here. I knew that I was coming to Canada to study. It was important that I finished well. I was like, the investment that my parents are putting into this, it's important that I do what I came here to do. So that was also very core in my mind. And so yeah, that was number two. Number three that helped me thrive as an international student was the fact that I was an international student, which is basically if you come to Canada as an international student, you have like certain rules that you follow in terms of what's on your study permit, like don't work blah 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 hours or more than blah 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 hours. You have to be a full-time student, at least enrolled in 3 classes per semester, all those things. So you're like, yeah, I'm here. If I don't follow these things, I can get sent back home, all of that. And you're thinking about that. So that was something I was thinking about that had me like, okay, had me in chokehold. Anyway, that I had to like be steady or follow these rules, because again, I have a direction or I have a place that I'm going to. I really want to finish school well. So yeah, I think those are kind of like my top things that really helped me thrive. Community was really huge because again, you're far away from home. You barely know anyone. You're just in your teenage years. So it's hard. If you have an older brother, older sister, that's even an easier transition for you. But if you're first of your kind, to actually be in a different space, international or study abroad, I keep saying Canada, but it could be anywhere abroad that you're studying away from home, it can be difficult. God, obviously, yeah, definitely that prayers from my parents, prayers from myself and family, yeah, all of that helped me as well. Constant checking, I would say, from my parents. So constant like, hey, how are you doing, what's going on, what's up, like that intentionality. So parents, even with like speaking to your kids, how are classes going, tell me a little bit more, checking on their GPA, on their activities in school, just even being like that voice that's saying, okay, I'm here with you, I'm far away in distance, but I want to be part of your journey. So like, how many classes do you have left? Those are questions to ask to those are the kind of questions to ask to kind of still stay in touch with your kid. Those are the things that helped me thrive personally as an international student. And I hope that you've picked one or two things, and I wish you all the best in your study abroad, and make us proud.